Guys, I know this is a lot. I know this is insane. I know people are going to call me crazy. I don't care. But I have to tell you. It would be wrong for me not to tell you this, I feel. But, listen. I've been going into great detail about why I believe God may be telling me who the Antichrist is, based on the dreams he's given me. We know that the Pope, this new Pope that just kind of came out of nowhere, just a couple weeks ago, or whenever that was, just very quickly, just everything just happened, just changed very rapidly. You know, the old Pope, he went to the hospital, and then a couple weeks later he died, and then like a couple days later they already got a new Pope. And apparently he's American, so we know that, at least from what I can tell, what I can understand about the Bible, apparently he's got to be from the Middle East. So if he's American, that doesn't make sense. So I knew that either I was misunderstanding something or he was lying. Well, just the other day, he revealed that he is Roman. And based on what I could find, apparently the Bible says that the Antichrist will be of Roman descent. This is crazy. My dream, one of my rapture dreams, I saw the Pope signing something in the UN building in New York City. I didn't even know that was a real building. I didn't even know God was showing me that was something that was going to happen. And then I find out that June 17th, 17 is a number that God's been showing me everywhere, but June 17th is that exact thing is going to happen. I don't know if the Pope is going to be the one signing it, but if he is, man, the detail, like the fact that God showed me that, I believe he's going to sign it. He's going to be the one to sign the two-state solution, because they're going to sign, that's their plan, they're going there to sign the two-state solution, and it starts on the 17th. And guys, this is crazy. I feel like a lunatic. This is insane. What am I even talking about? But, yeah, I know. I don't even know. I'm all over the place. I don't even know how to even put this into words. But some people have informed me that the Bible also talks about a false prophet. And I'll be honest, I've been talking a lot about the Antichrist, but I haven't really put any thought into a false prophet at all. Like I've just been focused on the Antichrist. So I guess there's an Antichrist and a false prophet. I guess we're always learning, guys. None of us understand or know everything about the Bible. So they're saying that the Pope's probably not the Antichrist, but there's a good chance that he could be the false prophet. And some people claim that Trump is the Antichrist, which I don't know. But it does make a lot of sense, and I'll get to that. It's crazy. This is all crazy. I don't know. I can't make any exact specific promises on this stuff, so do with this as you will. Just stick with me, guys. Stick with me. So, I found out that the Antichrist has to be of Roman descent. And we find out that, turns out, the new Pope actually is Roman. I have no idea if Trump's Roman. I don't know if that would even make sense for him to be. I don't know. But, stick with me. Where am I going with this? I gotta remember everything. There's so much to talk about. But, if the Pope is the false prophet and Trump is the Antichrist, that explains a couple dreams that I had perfectly. It's insane. Because the one dream that I had in February showed that the Pope was going to sign something, so I knew that wasn't going to be good. And I had a different dream that was also in February, actually. I think this one was maybe like a week or so after. The Antichrist dream was a week or so after the New York dream. So, yeah, you can go back and look for it. I'll try to... hopefully this makes sense. But in that dream, I the rapture was happening. I was going up in the air, and somehow, however this works, the Antichrist, I went down and he revealed himself to me. It's insane. And who was it? It was this dark, shadowy figure, and he said, "You don't get it by now? Like, don't you get it? I am the Antichrist." And it was Donald Trump. You know, and it was one of those dreams where I'm like, I believe this is from God, but there was also a couple like just really weird random things in that dream. So I was like, I don't know, maybe it was just a dream, maybe it wasn't from God. You know, I got to be careful. I got to use discernment and just pray about these things and hope. So I believe these are from God. A lot of it just lines up so perfectly. It just makes way too much sense. It's too specific. It's too exact. Like, does Satan even know the future, right? Like, to be able to tell me, I don't know. But listen, it's so crazy. Because if Trump's the Antichrist, that would mean God really did show me that in my dream from a few months ago, when Trump himself told me he was the Antichrist. And if the new Pope, he's the false prophet, that, I guess, must line up perfectly with him signing the peace treaty thing in my dream. I didn't know what he was signing, but assuming that it is what's clearly the same thing about to happen of them signing something, some kind of peace treaty, it must be the two-state solution that they're about to sign. And I assume it's the Pope that's going to sign it, because that's how it happened in my dream. Like, you guys don't understand people who are so dismissive of what I'm talking about, because it's like, how could I know this stuff? It's too exact. Like, I didn't even know the UN was like a building in New York, and it literally, if you go back to one of my videos, like, I show the picture I drew just based on what I saw in my dream, and it was the exact angle of one of the first pictures when you look up that building on Google. Like, everything, all the details were right. It was the same building, the same room and everything. It's crazy. So God is talking. Are you listening? I feel like an insane person, and I'm getting some backlash, some hate for it, but that's to be expected, you know. Some people are very, very serious about their religion, their Catholic faith, and they don't appreciate when you say their Pope might be the Antichrist. So, but I'm just telling you what I'm seeing. It all makes sense. It all lines up, and I'm sure there's like several other like key important details that I can't even think of right now, because there's just way too much. It's just so crazy. So hopefully I'll like remember to like maybe add some stuff, some pictures and stuff in the video. But like, Jesus is coming back so soon. And also someone commented that God was showing them in a dream something was going to happen soon. I'll put that comment on here. To me, that made me think that, you know, their dream, right? It said that God was showing them that the Antichrist was going to be revealed soon. And to me, I think June makes a perfect timing. I think it'll either be June or September, because there's also a September meeting in the UN, and she saw the numbers 3, 6, and 9, I think, for the months that it could be. Maybe, I don't know, hopefully I'm not messing any of those details up. But also, someone pointed out that Trump is going to have this big, grand parade on the 14th, 3 days before this UN meeting. So, do with that as you will. Apparently, from what I could tell, Trump's been wanting to do this parade for himself, this big, grand extravaganza, since 2017. And apparently it costs like hundreds of millions of dollars or something to put on, and it's just way too crazy, but they're gonna do it on the 14th. I don't know, maybe that's the perfect time to reveal himself. I don't know. This is insane. So I believe we're probably going to be raptured this year, maybe even like in a couple weeks. I honestly, I can't promise you anything, but Yeah, God bless you guys. Peace.